In the 1400s, Portugal didn't sail for Africa by accident. They were hunting something very specific, and the Swahili coast stood in their way. When people talk about European expansion, they usually start with the Americas. But long before that, Portugal had its eyes locked on East Africa, specifically the Swahili coast. And why was that? Well, because by the time the Portuguese arrived, the Swahili coast was already one of the richest and most connected regions in the world. Cities like Kilwa, Mogadishu, Mombasa, and Sofala weren't small ports. They were global trade hubs linking Africa to Arabia, India, Persia, and even China. Gold from the African interior flowed through those cities. So did ivory, textiles, spices, and enslaved people. Yes, enslaved people. Whoever controlled this coast controlled the Indian Ocean trade, and Portugal wanted it badly. When Vasco da Gama reached East Africa in 1498, he didn't discover a weak or isolated region. He encountered wealthy Muslim city-states that already dominated maritime trade, and that was a problem for Portugal. You see, Portugal's goal wasn't peaceful trade, it was monopoly. They wanted to break Muslim control of the Indian Ocean, redirect trade to Europe, and impose Portuguese dominance using naval power. But the Swahili coast didn't need Portugal. It already had trade partners, systems, and prosperity. So Portugal turned to violence. They bombarded cities, destroyed ports, and attacked places like Kilwa and Mombasa. And this is not because these cities were backwards or weaker, but because they were too successful. The Portuguese built forts, tried to force tribute, and used intimidation to control trade routes. But here's the part people don't talk about enough. Despite Portuguese firepower, the Swahili coast never fully collapsed. Local elites adapted, trade networks shifted, and some cities declined. Others survived, and new powers eventually rose, including Oman and later Zanzibar. Portugal was obsessed with the Swahili coast because it represented something dangerous to European ambition, an African-led global system that didn't need Europe at all.